What's the real difference between seals and walruses? When you see a large, blubbery animal resting on ice, it's easy to get confused. Is it a seal or a walrus? At first glance, they look quite similar. Both are marine mammals with whiskers, flippers, and a love for cold ocean waters. They spend their time lounging near the shore and diving into icy seas. But are they really that alike, or are they completely different beneath the surface? Is it just the walrus's giant tusks that make it stand out? Or is there much more to the story? Today we're diving deep into the world of flippers and whiskers to uncover the truth. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tell a seal and a walrus apart, and why these two creatures live very different lives. Let's get started. Appearance and size. When it comes to appearance, seals and walruses have some very noticeable differences. The most obvious feature is the walrus's tusks. These are long, curved teeth that stick out from the upper jaw. No seal has anything like them. Walrus tusks can grow up to about 3 feet long and weigh several pounds each. Both male and female walruses have tusks, and they use them in many ways. They help pull their heavy bodies onto ice, almost like hooks. In fact, the walrus's scientific name means tooth walker, because it looks like they're climbing using their teeth. Male walruses also use their tusks to fight and display dominance, especially during mating season. A walrus's face is also very distinctive. It's wrinkled, wide, and covered in thick whiskers. These whiskers are not just for show, they are extremely sensitive. A walrus can have hundreds of them, helping it detect food on the ocean floor. Seals also have whiskers, but theirs are shorter and less dense. Now let's talk about size. Walruses are massive animals. An adult male can weigh over 1,000 kilograms. That is about as heavy as a small car. They can reach lengths of 10 to 12 feet. Most seals are much smaller. Typical harbor seal is only about 5 to 6 feet long and weighs a few hundred pounds. However, there are exceptions. The elephant seal is the largest of all. A big male elephant seal can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh around 4 tons, even heavier than a walrus. Another key difference is their skin. Seals are usually covered in fur, which can be smooth or thick depending on the species. Walruses, on the other hand, appear almost bald. Their skin is thick, wrinkled, and has very little hair. Walruses also have extremely thick blubber to survive freezing temperatures. When it comes to ears, both seals and walruses lack visible ear flaps. You won't see external ears, just small openings on the sides of their heads. Seals often have large, round eyes that give them a cute, almost puppy-like appearance. Walruses have smaller eyes and a much bulkier, headier head. Habitat and range where these animals live is another major difference. Walruses are strictly animals of the Arctic. They live in cold, northern waters and are closely tied to sea ice. You'll find them around Alaska, Canada, Greenland, and Arctic Russia. They depend on floating ice for resting, giving birth, and staying safe. As the seasons change, walruses migrate along with the ice. You will never find a walrus in warm, tropical waters. They are built for extreme cold. Seals, however, are found all over the world. They live in both polar regions and warmer climates. Some seals, like harp seals, live in the Arctic alongside walruses. Others, like leopard seals, live in Antarctica. But there are also seals that live in tropical areas. For example, the Hawaiian monk seal can be seen resting on warm, sandy beaches. Some seals even live in freshwater lakes, showing how adaptable they are. So while walruses are limited to cold northern regions, seals have a much wider global range. Diet and feeding. Both seals and walruses are carnivores, but their diets are very different. Walruses are specialized feeders. Their favorite food is shellfish, especially clams. They dive to the ocean floor and use their sensitive whiskers to locate prey hidden in the mud. Once they find clams, they suck the soft parts out of the shells using powerful suction. Occasionally, walruses may eat fish or even small seals, but this is rare. Seals, on the other hand, are active hunters. Most seals eat fish, squid, and crustaceans. They chase their prey in open water, using speed and agility. Some seals go after larger prey. Leopard seals, for example, can hunt penguins and even other seals. Others, like crab eater seals, feed on tiny krill using specialized teeth. So while walruses feed mainly on the seafloor, seals hunt in the open ocean. Behavior and lifestyle seals and walruses also differ in how they behave. Both can be social, but seals often gather in much larger groups. During breeding season, some seal colonies can include thousands of individuals packed closely together. Walruses also form groups, often resting in large piles on ice or beaches. However, their groups are usually smaller compared to seal colonies. When it comes to movement, both are excellent swimmers, but they use different techniques. True seals swim by moving their bodies in hind flippers side to side, like a fish. Their front flippers help them steer. Walruses swim in a similar way, using their bodies and hind flippers. They are strong swimmers, but not very fast. Seals, depending on the species, can be incredibly fast and agile. Some are also amazing divers. For example, elephant seals can dive over 1,500 meters deep and stay underwater for more than an hour. Walruses usually stay in shallower water, often less than 100 meters deep, because that's where they find their food. However, they can still hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. Final comparisons. So what's the real difference? Seals rely on speed, agility, and active hunting to survive, while walruses rely on strength, size, and a life centered around the ocean floor. They may share the same cold environments, but they live very different lives. Next time you see one of these animals on the ice, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. Same ocean. Completely different survival strategies. Outro. Thanks for watching Wild Things. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more amazing wildlife and ocean mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because the wild is full of secrets, and we're just getting started.